This does not work, and I'm not talking about this specific controller. This poor innocent Switch controller, the Spark I believe it's called, still works flawlessly. But I'm talking about this thumbstick layout, symmetrical and not offset like the Xbox controllers, but only if there is an Xbox style shape or shell design, the dimensions of an Xbox controller. If it looks and feels like a PlayStation controller, the way Sony has implemented side-by-side or symmetrical even thumbsticks feels better than Xbox in my personal opinion. But when these third-party controllers try to put side-by-side symmetrical sticks in an Xbox shaped controller, I'm out of breath because it is simply so bad. The ergonomics of an Xbox One or Series controller, which by the way are almost identical, all Microsoft did was shave a couple of millimeters off the bumper, add some stippling and a share button, but the shape of an Xbox controller actually cocks your wrist at a specific angle that makes it more comfortable and less arthritis inducing to have offset sticks like an Xbox controller. However, the way Sony implements their palm grips and their shape and shell design works better with symmetrical or even thumbsticks. Welcome aboard, Stallion or Stallionette. Over 200 gamepads tested, not letting off the throttle. Controller looking like a model. Reviews go down smooth. Pass me the bottle. I got paddles. Back to the lobby with a waddle. Gaming news, gear reviews, more controllers than you can use. A man of many faces, recording by the Smokin' Aces. I wasn't born the controller captain. It was you bucking Broncos that made it happen. Enough input delay, this video is slapping. The problem for me has always been with these third-party controllers, whether it be an entry-level $45 Switch controller or a freakishly expensive flagship, something like the Victrix BFG, where you can swap the sticks from a symmetrical PlayStation layout to an offset Xbox layout. The problem is, when you go with that PlayStation layout, the sticks are always closer together than an actual native PlayStation controller. Not just that, a further issue is the actual shape and shell design, the dimension of these controllers. The mold here works better with offset stick, and the mold of a DualSense or a PS4 DualShock works better with symmetrical sticks. It's almost as if these manufacturers did a little bit of R&D over the last 2 decades of working on these consoles to make sure that the controllers that us gamers hold on to, wrap our meaty icicles around the haunches of the palm grips, are actually comfortable for long gaming sessions. And that is why, in my personal opinion, the Xbox Series controller and the PlayStation DualSense are freakishly comfortable. But whenever you dabble into the third-party world and get a controller with an Xbox style shape, but side-by-side symmetrical Sony sticks, it just doesn't work out. I know we're chugging along with this video and I've got more to say on the topic. However, I want to share the partner of today's video who is very near and dear to my rear. A little over a year ago, I made the jump from my brick and mortar cell phone provider to Mint Mobile, and I'm proud to say it has been a very pleasurable experience. I'm saving a fortune that I can spend on controllers, and since Mint leverages the power of T-Mobile's network, I have stellar connection everywhere I've traveled to, and even 5G in my house, which is where I am most of the time. Mint supports all the latest and greatest phones, such as the Samsung S whatever number it is and the iPhone 15, including physical and eSIM support. And not that this boosts performance, but Ryan Reynolds is their owner and spokesperson, and there's always some witty bangers on their website. Floating above my noggin, you can see that you can get 3 months free as of current. That's a killer promotion considering year-round. Their packages are a fraction of the cost. So if you're ready to check out Mint, which I can personally attest has been awesome for me the last year, check out the link in the description below. And a big thank you to Mint for being the partner of today's video. I just realized the tree lights weren't on the whole video. That's kind of stinky that the festivities weren't in full boost. And if you haven't caught my stock Sony versus stock Xbox controller video, I do go more in depth with the ergonomics and comfort of both, but I've always thought that Sony controllers and Microsoft controllers are freakishly comfortable. Up until the PlayStation 5, Xbox has taken the cake, because you look at the DualShock 4, the controller for the PlayStation 4, it's pretty small. It was built for the Asian market because that's where the PlayStation's manufactured, but the DualSense made so many steps forward, not just steps, but leaps for Sony when it comes to the controller world, and the most important one in my opinion, other than just having better vibration and the cool little adaptive triggers and a built-in microphone, so if your headset dies, you're still calmed up with your boys. Put all that on the back burner for just a second. The actual comfort of it, one of the most important aspects of a controller, way better than the DualShock in my personal opinion. Drop in the comment section below if you prefer symmetrical side-by-side PlayStation sticks or offset Xbox sticks. And if you want to drop an extra little comment in there, tell me any third-party controllers that you've tested that use side-by-side PlayStation sticks, but an Xbox controller shape, which is what the whole video is about here today. It doesn't work. It's very uncomfortable. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers, so this information will reach and assist them as well. Much like the back of the TV, I've got plugs for all of my socials down there in the description below. And your wallet will greatly thank you if you check the description, because there are exclusive discounts on a ton of products, including controllers, KontrolFreeks, keyboards, mouse pads, clothes, and energy drinks. And keep in mind that you, the viewer, keep this channel running. The more stallions and stallionettes trotting around the stable, the better. So mollywop that subscribe button like it owes you money, and we'll have the same amount of fun tomorrow.